Okay, so runoff, it is all of the water that flows over the surface of the land is referred to collectively as runoff. No? So isipin mo na lang yung parang baha, di ba? Or pag umulan, yung mga tubig na pupunta dun sa kanal, so yun yung mga runoff. Okay? So runoff flows over a watershed surfaces, entering small streams that merge with larger streams that finally discharge into the ocean. So yun. So, meron siyang dalawang types. So, we have the overland flow and interflow. So, overland flow is when the storm occurs, a portion of the rainfall infiltrates into the ground and some portion may evaporate. So, the rest flows as a thin sheet of water over the land surfaces, which is termed as the overland flow. So, yun, yung hindi na, for example, umulan, yung ibang water doon is nag-infiltrate doon sa nisuyop dito sa lupa and katong uban is nag-evaporate. So the rest ana motong overland flow. Sa interflow naman, if there is a relatively impermeable stratum in the subsurface like yung ground, di ba? Wala siyang cement na wala siyang ini-impervious na material. So the infiltrating water moves laterally in the surface of the soil and joins the stream flow, which is termed as underflow or the subsurface flow or interflow. Okay? So, yan, interflow. So, balik atong tubig, pag nag-ulan, so na tubig na musuyop dito sa yuta. So, motong mga interflow. So, above sa ground, motong mga overland flow. So, morning mga effects po sa runoff. No? Number 1 is the erosion and deposition, environmental effects, agricultural issues, flooding, and water pollution. So, motong yung gaina na ang runoff, pag masubraan po is mo ng mga floods. Isipin mo na lang yung flood, no? So, runoff. Okay? Pero runoff is di lang siya sa flood, no? So, ini tubig na, for example, nag-ulan. So, katong mga tubig na maadto dito sa atong mga kanal, bali katong wala na nisuyop sa lupa, bali exist siya, no? So, mo tong mga runoff. Okay? So, mo na yung mga effects, delikado siya. So, napod tayo mga ways para ma-minimize nato ang runoff. So, mo tong magplanta og trees and preserve existing one, reduce the slope of the yard, or replace yung lawn areas with native plants, or mag-add ng organic matter to your soil. You may also use the water that drains off your roof, di ba? Katong mga tubig ulan, no? So, pwede nimo ito na gamitan, no? I-recycle nimo. And you have also minimize yung mga impervious soil on your property, like pag may tag impervious, bali dili makasuyop. Kung mag-ulan, dili siya makasuyop, no? So, muna siya simento, maragana, no? So, impervious. Okay? So, sa atong analysis, atong concern diri is ang time of concentration. Ginagamit nato ang time of concentration, yung kanang T, which is in total time. That is time of concentration. That is just the time for the overland flow, time for the shallow concentrated flow, and time for the channel flow, no? Or yung sa stream flow, kumbaga. Okay? So, bali diri ang concern nato ani is kaya nga to ang I or yung rainfall intensity nato, or katong di ba naghantay way pag-compute ng rainfall intensity, no? It could be in equation or it could be in IDF curve, if I'm not mistaken. IDF. Double check. IDF curve. So yan. Or it could be in the form of equation. So, bali, yung rainfall intensity mo is in function of time, no? So, yun yung time of concentration. So, napakahalaga yung time of concentration just to determine yung rainfall intensity. Or, diba, sa previous nato ng topics is, mo to siyang infiltration rate, no? Kung natin yung ato ng mga values. Pero kung wala, sa high is, sa analysis, ang atong ginakompute is ang time of concentration. Okay, so much for that. So ang ato ang drainage area or ang ato ang watershed is divided into an overland flow area. Mo ni siya. Okay? So time of concentration, that is the time required for runoff to travel from the most distant point of the watershed to the outlet. So yung TOC is just the TO plus the T TSC plus the TC, where TO is the overland flow time. So mo tong sa most distant point, yung makikita nimo diri nga orange. So mo siya inlet time, no, kanang mosulod siya dira nga point. And TSC is ang shallow concentrated flow time, and TC is the channel flow time. So bali diri is na subdivide nato ni mga area into no? So compute lang nato ang mga inlet time na mosulod siya diri hantod sa mag-discharge siya, no, which is mo atong design point. Kasi ang importante is ang ato ang discharge point, no, kung kaya niya i-discharge tanan, no. So make sure na kaya niya ang maximum discharge, no. Yan mo nang concern nato sa channel na mapagawas niya ang maximum discharge, no. And also the size of the channel, no, or kung culvert, at least ma-design nato kung pila ka culvert ang atong kinahanglan sa discharge point, diba? Or sa kada kung ato ang channel para makita niya na tanan, no, from the most distant point to the design point. Okay? So, maubali niya ang ato ang overland flow area. And mo ni ato ang shallow concentrated flow area, and mo ni ato ang stream flow area. So nadiri ang channel nato, no, kanang blue yung nakita dira mo na ang channel. Okay, so ang rainfall intensity minsan makuha nato ang rainfall intensity by the value of the time of concentration. So minsan ginahatag siya sa problem, minsan ikaw ang mo-compute. Okay, so yung values of TO and TSC is makompute nato na using yung graph, no, natay ginatawag ng nomograph. So which is na sa inyong guide. So pwede niyo tanawon to, and also the empirical formulas, pero sa mga problem is ginahatag na siya, no? And then we have also the values of TC, which can be determined using Manning's equation. So yun, gagamitin natin si Manning. So yung concern natin dito is yung runoff, kasi yung peak discharge yung concern natin, no? Para alam natin kung gaano kalaki, yun na, kung gaano kalaki yung culvert na gagamitin natin, or gaano kalaki yung channel na gagamitin natin, yung canal, di ba? So yun yung concern natin, kailangan natin makuha yung peak discharge, which is handled naman ni rational method, no? So si rational method is used to determine the peak discharge from a small drainage area, most effective in urban areas with drainage area of less than 200 acres. So kung less than lang siya ng ganyan, so mas maganda sa rational method. Though may isa pa na method which is mas higher, no? Mas higher yung bali more than 200 acres yung kaya niya. Pero hindi ko na-discuss yun. Dito lang tayo sa rational method. So hypothetically, it is used to determine the size of the storm. Yun yung sinasabi, in terms of sewers, channels, and other drainage structures. And also to determine the size of the detention basin for your construction site. Diba? So yun, pag sinabi natin peak discharge, that is the greatest amount of runoff. Di ba? Parang baha. Ano? Imagine mo yung baha coming out of the watershed at any one time. So yung worst scenario dito is pag may bagyo, no? Anyway, meron man tayong mga probabilistic approach, which is ginagamit natin is yung 25 years term. So okay na yun. So yung formula by rational method is just QP, or yung peak runoff is just yung runoff coefficient. Runoff coefficient is a dimensionless na value. So it is added in an attempt to account for an infiltration, no? Kasi pag umulan, hindi naman lahat yan runoff, no? Yung iba dyan mag-infiltrate dun sa ground natin. So tinitake account yun, no? Kaya yung C natin is included dito sa formula. Okay? And also with the evapotranspiration, no? Yung mag-evaporate, di ba? So kaya meron tayong runoff coefficient. Okay? So yung value ng runoff coefficient ranges from 0 to 1. So pag yung C mo is 1, or bali yung QP mo is just I times yung area, bali yung C is 1, ibig sabihin nun, ina-assume mo na lahat ng pag umulan, lahat yun na runoff, no? Wala yung nisuyok sa yuta, no? So it is assumed that the ground to be completely impervious drainage basin in which all around rainfall is converted to runoff, which is hindi naman realistic ganun, no? Masyadong hindi realistic. So anyway, meron tayong mga typical na mga runoff coefficient which is used by the rational method. So depende kung ano yung type mo. Pag impervious tawag niyan, surface is like pavement or mga concrete, diba? Or mga roof, no? So yun, under yun sa mga impervious, bali dili siya makasuyop, no? So ayang mga range is 0.75 to 0.95, di ba? Makikita nimo ang range sa coefficient is less than 1, no? Kay ano to kung ginaingon, no? Masuyop man jud ng tubig ana, di ba? Gamay, no? So sa impervious, diba, lisod pod no kung konkreto tanan area, di ba? Imposible man na. So typical design ani pag impervious kasagaran is 0.95. So normal, no, kay halos gina-assume man diri nga halos impervious jud halos. So pag loon 0.05 to 0.35. So typical value or recommended design is 0.3. Pag unimproved like mga wood, mga trees, mga brushes, mga grass, so nasa sa 0.10 to 0.3. So typical value or yung design value natin na gagamitin as runoff coefficient is 0.2. So these values of C are typically for a lower intensity storm, no? So up to 25-year return period. So based to sa probabilistic approach na kasi ito, no? So ayaw ko na i-dig deeper na, no? So higher values are appropriate for large design storm. Okay? So yan. Yan, kung mag-design ka ng one, masyado namang exaggerated na. Uneconomical na siguro yung design mo dun. Anyway, sa next na video is mag-solve tayo ng problem which is related dito sa runoff. Okay? So see you in the next video. Thank you.